Okay, guys, welcome back. This is Ahmed Zaid from Hustle Ninja TV. So, welcome to this awesome video. So, this is part two of um, the of the previous video. We talked about how to upload a mobile application to the console. So, here I'll be showing you practically how to upload an application to the Google Play Store console account, right? So I'll be going straight into my console account and I'll be showing you how this works step by step. So remember I told you that you have to if you've not watched the video on how to create your mobile application using SYBSCRIBED with no code system, so I'll be leaving the link in the card so you watch the video on how to create your own mobile application without coding and learn how to upload your mobile application step by step, right? So now we'll be going to my console account here. So this is the console link and I'm going to this is my console account now. So here in this console account, for you to start upload your file to the Google console, you need a particular file from your builder, right? So the file that you need is the .aab file. So after you've gotten that, now what you need to do is to come here on your Google console account and you come and click on the first blue button that you are seeing here, which is create app. So when you click on create app, you give this app name, the name of your mobile application that you created. So here I'll be giving this a random name, so we'll go through the process of setting up, and then if we have the file to upload, I'm going to upload the file. So but I'm going to show you step by step what you need to do here. So here you give the app a name. So I came up with a name, a random name for my own application. So I'll be giving it kitchen helper, right? So this would be about different recipes, right? It will be about different recipe. So this will be kitchen helper. So I'll be coming here. This will not be a game, this will be an application. You can also upload games to Google Play Store, I believe you know that. So I'll be selecting the game. So you see you can change this later in store settings, but this is an app. So I'll click app here. So depending on which language that you want your application that you created your content for, so if the content is for maybe any type of language, so you can select them here. They're all okay for you to select. So here you select your application. Is it a free or a paid application? So you can edit this later on the paid app page, right? But the application is a free app because we want to run ads on the application. So we'll click on free, and then you can see you check this and then you check this part also. So you have to make sure you go through the program policies, right? It's very important for you to go through the program policies, and the reason why is because despite that you paid for a Google console account, right, or for you to be able to become a publisher, right, to be publishing your applications on the Play Store marketplace. So what will happen is you shouldn't violate the console rules and regulation, because when you do that, you can see here, let me show you practically here. So you see something. So on this console account, there was an application that was rejected. So if you allow that to happen several times on your account, right, your account can be banned completely for you not to use Google console again. You cannot upload applications to Google Play Store using the developer account again. So you see this app was rejected. So if I do this multiple times and they see that this application, this app is not fulfilling their rules and regulation, the policies, right, it's not completing the policies, they are going to ban this account. So you should make sure not to go against their rules and regulation. So what this application is a cute, you see, it's collection of dogs images, right, as a wallpaper. So you can see that they rejected it because I think the first time was the icon, and then the second time was some of the content that they don't really support some of the content. So I had to let that be so that I can I don't want my account to be banned, right? So now let's continue the process here. So you come, when you've selected all of these, you've selected the app and then the free version, so you click on create application. So the moment you do that, you have the opportunity to load and then give you other things for you to do. So you have to answer plenty of questionnaires, right? You have to answer plenty of questionnaires, and I'm going to show you those questionnaires that you are going to answer here, right? Step by step. So you see, get started setting up your app. So you have to start answering questionnaires and then you do other things, right? So start testing now. So you can do start testing now. You can start asking answering these tasks. You can see select tester, create new release, so many things that you can do. So as for this tutorial, I'll just give you a sneak peek of the things that are necessary for you to get so that you start understanding how to do that, right? So now I'll be going down to I'll go down to app store, to the store settings, so that we'll see what the store has for us. So you see what is needed for you to upload to the store. So that means the app store, right? So but if you go through this process, it will still get you to that level, to this level that you publish your app on Google Play, right? So I want to get to that part now, because you can see there's a locker everywhere. But I don't want to go through that process now. So let's see. I think release overview. So this release overview holds, you can select different countries that you want the app to be viewed. So I always advise you to select all countries, right? Don't select one and just leave the rest. So let me get to the app section, so that the store settings, so that you see. Okay, so you see under this store, under this grow, there's a store presence, right? So we'll go to store settings, right? So we'll click on store settings. So you see you've selected the application, you selected that it's an application. So after you selected that it's an application, so we selected that the name of our application is under the recipe niche, right? So you have to select a category for your application. So it's under food, and let's see, under food and drinks, right? So it's under food and drinks. So after you've done that, you come and select tags for your application. So the essence of this is for SEO. That means for search engine optimization. So you have to be, your application has to be searchable on the Google Play Store marketplace, right? So you have to select tags for that. So let's click on manage tags, and then we'll select some tags for our application, right? So you shouldn't select plenty tags. So let's select tags that are under food and drink. So you can scroll to search here. You can scroll, make sure you find what is related to food and drink. You can see food and drink here, and then let's scroll down again to see if there are any other tags we can select. Even if you have anything related to the food and drink, you can always select it, like health, something like that. So let's parenting. Yeah, I think it can still fall under parenting, because teaching people how to cook can still be parenting. It's still part of the parent jobs or other things like that. It can be at home, right? So depending on how you want to do it, you can keep it under education also. So, but there's under food and drink here, recipes. So we'll make sure you first of all select what is related to that one first, right? So restaurants. So maybe somebody might want to learn how to cook some dishes and then open a restaurant. So let's scroll and see other food and drinks. Okay, I think. Okay, so we're not doing yoga, workouts, health and fitness, weight loss. Okay, it can still be under weight loss. Yeah, so I think these are all that we can select for now. So after doing that, you click on apply. So when you click on apply, you've already added all your tags, right? You can see food and drink, food delivery, recipe, restaurants, and weight loss. So now you can come here. You need to add an email address. So after adding email address, you come here and add a phone number, but it's not necessary. This is optional. The only one, the necessary one for you to add up here is the email address because it's holding an asterisk, right? So it's very, very necessary for you to add the email address. So important, right? So I'll advise you also, remember I was talking about how to, like, creating your YouTube channel. It's very important for you to create a YouTube channel. The reason is because even on your console account, there will be a need for you to add up the link to your website where your application can be located, right? Because you can see here, email external marketing, right? Turn off external marketing if you don't want your app to be advertised outside Google Play. So you always want Google Play to advertise your application for you, absolutely free, so that you earn a lot of money from it. So there will be need for you to upload, like, when you test your application, how does the application work? You do a screen record of that, and then when you do a screen record of that, you upload it to YouTube, and then you grab the link of that video, then you add the application, you add the link here, and you click on save, right? So let's get other details for you too. Okay, let me come down to production. Yeah, just leave and discard for now. So you can, let's come down to production out of it, and then you see what we want to do here. So now, for you to upload your app bundle, right? For you to upload your app bundle to the Playstore marketplace, you need to come and create a new release, right? Under this production, you have to come create a new release, or you go to the release overview and then you create a new release. It's still the same thing, although even if you come here, it's still the same thing, right? So you have to come create a new release so that you can be able to upload the EAB file to the Play console account, right? So this is where you can add the console. Look at where you can add it here. This is where you can upload, and when you upload, this will be automatically filled up, and then you come here to add up some keywords, right? So you can see release notes, right? So you can add up some keynotes for other SEO. So here you can add up, like, upload your AAB file. You see your AAB file from any developer, maybe from Android Studio, or you are using Google Flutter, or you are using other drag and drop systems to create your application. So in the last video we used SYBSCRIBED. So you download the AAB file, and then you come here. This is where you're going to upload the AAB file. Let me show you an example of an AAB file that we're having here. So you can see this is an AAB file, right? So you can see this is an AAB file. So we can upload this file, but this is a wallpaper application. So now let me show you other things that you can really do to set up your application. So after doing all of this, after setting up all these parts, what you need to do next is to come down, scroll down up to the app content, right? These app contents are things that this is where you're going to be answering questionnaires, so many questionnaires. So you can see privacy policy. You have to answer the privacy policy first. So you click here, and then you answer the first privacy policy, right? So all applications are required to have a privacy policy. So the main reason for your privacy policy is for people to know how their data is being managed, right? So it might be that your application collects email address, name, phone number, zip code, and other information, right? So how do you manage your users' data? You have to specify in the privacy policy. So this is an example of privacy policy. If you are using SYBSCRIBED, so what you just need to do is to go to SYBSCRIBED.com/privacy policy, and then you grab their privacy policy link. So they've written an in-depth privacy policy that is that's okay, that you can make use of, and they allow for you to even use their own privacy policy. So I advise you, if you are using SYBSCRIBED, so you can use their privacy policy and by grabbing their links, guys. So simply come here. When you grab that link, imagine that we'll grab this link now. You just do control. Let me grab this. You need to just come here. What you need to do is SYBSCRIBED that you are using, right? So you just control V and you save. So after doing that, then you go back, and then you come here to add settings, right? So you come here and then you click on start. So you can see this is what we are talking about. If your application is a free application, right, you can enable ads on your application. So simply what you need to do, they ask a question here: does your app contain ads? Check the ad policy to make sure that your app is compliant. So if this is your first time of starting to create to upload your application, make sure you go through this, take your time step by step. There's no need to rush, right? So the main aim is to do it the right way. So you make sure you follow everything step by step. You click on yes, that my app contains ad. Normally, if you are creating a free application, you might consider testing it for the meantime, right? Have the enough audience to see how they engage on your application. When they engage on your application very well, you can come and create a new version. So when you create that new version will be having ads attached to it, right? So all these are marketing strategies, right? So you add ads. When you add your ads, then from there you release that new version, and then when people see the updates, they download the updated version. From there they start seeing ads on your mobile application. So when you allow this, then you click on save. So now okay, let me show you the next step. The next step is for you'll be answering this step by step. The moment you finish this, you'll see that this one will go off, and then this one will come to the next level for you to answer, right? So you can see app access. So they want to know if for people to access your application, does it have a login page or not, right? So oh no, sorry, this is not what it fully means, right? Like the full functionality of application, right? Is your application having a free and a premium version? So if it's completely free, that it's having all the functionality available without any restrictions, right? So if it's not having any restrictions, that there's not having like your application doesn't have two versions, like maybe having a free version and a premium version, right? You select the first one. But if your application is having a free version and a premium version, that's maybe using in-app purchase, right? Somebody has to purchase for premium version of your application, right? So you can say all or some functionality is restricted. So then you can add the instructions, right? So you can see you can add up to 5 instructions. So that's, I don't really have an application that displays more of that, so I mostly have my applications to be free because I run ads on my own applications. So now, so that's all about the app access, right? So after doing that, you have to come and do content ratings, right? So your application has to go through some ratings, like internal testers have to rate your application to see how your application complies to Google the Playstore rules and regulation, right? The policies, right? So their terms and conditions. So you come here, click on start, and then you answer some questionnaire. You see receive ratings for your app from official rating authorities. So your application will be released to internal testers, right? Internal testers that are partnering with Google Play. So they are going to test your application or rate your application. If your application doesn't get a rating of 4.5, I think 4.5 or 3 star rating, so your application will not be published. So this is where it determines whether your application will be released on the Google Play Store marketplace or not. So you have to come here and start the questionnaire, answer different questions, right? So you can see you can put email address here. This email address will be used to receive the status of your application. If your application complies to their guidelines, they are going to email you and tell you that your application has passed through the ratings, and now your application is live on Google Play Store and other things, right? So you have to come here, put an email address that you used to receive your message. You can put the client's or your customer's email addresses so that the client is going to receive the email, right? So here you kind of application that you have. If it's a game, you select a game here, right? So and if it's kind of a social like a chatting application like Facebook, you can see like Facebook, Twitter, Skype, or any an SMS application, you select this. And if your application is not any of these, like all those, if your application is a content application or any other type of application, right, for entertainment and other things, you can come here, select it. Your application might be a ringing tone, you can see, right? You can see them here. I've not even finished listing them. You see them here, like entertainment product, customer, consumer stores, news apps, lifestyle application, and different type of application, emoji sets. So they are just there, right? So you select them here if your application is all about that, right? So and after that you are going to answer another type of question here again, and then you go through a summary, and that's all. So now there's other parts that you have to answer, which is okay, no, forget about the progress. That's how it normally does. So you have to select your target audience, right? You have to select your target audience. So you come here, click on start. So when you click on start, so now, yeah, before you be able to select this, you have to select. You see, some parts need to be filled up before you can be able to select this one. But it's going to show you that you select the type of audience that you want. So the type of audience I would advise you to select is from 18 and above, right? Don't go and select audience that are below 18 years of age, because your content might make Google AdMob to kind of restrict your application from showing in the Google Play Store Marketplace. So I always advise you select kind of a target audience above 18 years, 18 and above, right? That is best. That is what I do, and that's what I'm going to advise you to do. So, and also you can come here. You have to select if your application is a news application or not. If it's not a news application, you should just select no, then you continue there, right? So and then so also there is the COVID-19 tracing and status application, right? So you have to select these also. So you have to select. If you just don't go and start reading, or just read all these ones and understand what they mean here. But this first one is they are trying to ask you, does your application monitors infected or exposed individuals for the purpose of COVID-19 response or mitigation? No, don't even select it. Don't check this one. Do not check it. So my app is a publicly available application, status, whatever. So for example, an app that verifies an individual's current infection status. Does your application do any of this? No, mostly your application will not be doing any of this. So mostly you just come here, select this particular part, that my app is not publicly available, COVID-19 contact tracing or status app, right? So you just select this and then you click on save and then you continue, right? So I guess all these are not something that's very difficult for you to answer. So if you're having any issues regarding you still feeling this and you would like me to create a video practically on how to upload the application, I might just create an application and show you how to really upload it to the Google Play Store Marketplace, right? So if there's any need for that, I'm going to do that. So I think with what I've shown you here, if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm to let YouTube know that yes, there's something good happening on the YouTube channel. And so I would like you to subscribe to the channel. So the reason is because when you subscribe to the channel, whenever I'm posting a new content on anything related to Google AdMob and how to upload your applications to the Google Play Store Marketplace, you are going to get notified when the video comes up. And then you should share this video with friends and your family so that they will get notified when the application is up. And then guys, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video where we're talking about awesome things about Google AdMob, guys. So guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.